All right, guys, I want y'all to meet Rick, also known as Dad. Dad, how would you
Oh,
label
hey, come on in.
how would you label or call yourself? Model homemaker, artist, creator,
A little bit of
Imagineer?
everything. Yeah. Um, Imagineer. I think they're called makers. I'm a maker. I like to create and make things and visualize things and see if I can bring them to real life.
Have you always been this way?
Always. Always. Totally.
And have you spent your profession doing this, or is this
Yes.
more of just a hobby?
I started off in the cinema. That led to live theatrical productions. That led to television productions. That led to motion picture productions and films. And that took me to the Walt Disney Company in Orlando, Florida, to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. So I've always been in that imaginary world. So my whole career has been a dream come true.
And what a
And
dream this is. I want to show everybody. Now, do you sell these or is this just for you?
it's a hobby. Since I've retired, I like to still create things and create. I, when you imagine, you have an imagination and you have things in your head and you just want to create them. And that's basically what I'm doing here.
Well, talk us through some of these details. Like,
This house right here is from the movie Psycho. It's not an exact replica, but it's my twist on the Psycho house. And I couldn't find a model big enough that I could buy, so I decided to create one. At the very top, this is a pathway light for the sidewalk and stuff. I turned it upside down, added some windows to it. I did some weathering down here.
wow, that's incredible.
The railing, I took a torch to it and gave it some distress. Did some aging on dollhouse shingles. I made the windows that you see. The clapboard siding is basically cardboard. I cut into uh, little strips and glued them one by one. The
Wow.
railing is craft wood that you get at like Hobby Lobby. Corrugated cardboard. The gutter is actual wood, and
Oh, this is wood.
it
Okay.
is a real gutter, but the downpipes are uh, drinking straws,
These are drinking straws.
and I copper painted them and the patina with the aging. Some more craft sticks, popsicle sticks, coffee stir sticks,
Wow.
insulation foam carved into steps. Lattice work is also coffee sticks. And I made an entrance to the cellar.
Dad, that's really cool. That's amazing.
And the windows, again, some were dollhouse windows that I modified, and some were windows that I built completely from scratch. And this actually came from a broom, one of those scented brooms that
Oh,
you get at Christmas. There's spiders, there's moths, all that you can be store bought. I made the shutters, I made the chimney, and it's a real working chimney. There's smoke that comes out of there that I got the smoke machine out of a toy train. And I gutted the toy train, and it has a reservoir in the attic that you fill up with water, and then the smoke comes out.
wow. Okay, now, well, gosh, what about this house?
This house here was inspired by my sister in law, who wanted a house not as big as this one. So
Right.
this is half scale to that one. And the only thing she asked for was a widow's walk and a wraparound porch and a 2-story bay window. So with that in mind, I came up with this complete house for her, and she hasn't seen it yet. She will see it today. It will be a birthday present, so I'm hoping that she will like it.
You guys, look at these little potted
And
flowers.
again, it's coffee stir sticks, popsicle sticks, made the shutters out of craft wood. This is just cardboard steps. I made all these shingles. These are not store-bought shingles. These are just strips of cardboard. And I notched them out, glued them down. Now this is styrofoam, and I carved each and every little brick into the styrofoam. And this is just, the smokestack is just a piece of plastic tubing that I found laying around. This copper roof is actually copper paper that we found at the craft store.
Oh,
And
really? This is copper paper?
Yeah, it was interesting trying to get this shape and design and fold it and make it look real. Again, we have the drinking straws for the downspout.
Wow.
It also has lights integrated throughout the whole house on a remote control.
It's just beautiful.
And there's the wraparound porch that she requested.
Okay, let me get a little bit of that so you guys can see.
And since she has a pet dog, we put one at the front door.
I absolutely love that. She is going to love it. This is just so amazing. So this is what you do in your time. What do you say to people out there that are looking to create? I mean, do you have formal training in all of this?
No, I do not. And that's the great thing about it. Just finding leftover things from around the house, old cardboard boxes, leftover popsicle sticks, recycle, reduce, and reuse. And most people can come up with this stuff. And just use your imagination, and there are no mistakes. They're happy accidents, right?
Right.
So you just put something on there, try it, and I don't really use measurements. I'll go, okay, that looks right. Okay, that doesn't look, and I'll throw that away and just experiment with it. And just, again, it's for your own personal enjoyment. It doesn't have to be perfection. As long as it brings you joy and happiness and allows you to be creative, I think that's the main thing I like to point out. Have fun. Let it be what it is.
What about this beauty?
Well, we all know and we all love Christmas Vacation, and I couldn't find one anywhere except out of ceramic, and I decided, well, if I can't find one, I'll build one.
And yes, you did. Look at this, you guys.
Again, this is all cardboard. This is the bottom of styrofoam drinking cups that you get at the convenience store.
Wow.
So I just cut the bottoms off and put them up there, and it looks like what's in the movie. Again, I carved some styrofoam into bricks. Store-bought sleigh. The one in the movie is green and not red, so I kind of did a paint job on that. The siding is cardboard strips. Store-bought fairy lights throughout this whole house. Store-bought wreaths from Hobby Lobby.
Like Hobby Lobby.
And I built the bay window. This is plastic from whenever you buy a gift and it comes in a plastic box or something similar.
Right.
I just cut the plastic all up and made windows, made the door, store-bought trees. The base is all insulation styrofoam. And the house numbers. This is the real house number in the movie.
In the movie?
And I thought, well, I got to have that on there.
Yes, you do.
And this house, Debbie's house, I actually put her house number above
Oh,
the
that's
door.
precious.
You can add your own personal touches, whatever you like, whatever you don't like, don't add. Just have fun finding stuff around the house and seeing what you can do with it. Everyone has that imagination. Play with it.
Right. Right. You don't have to have formal training.
No, no formal training. I've never built this before. It's a one of a kind, one of a kind, one of a kind. And it just all comes together eventually.
Well, thank you, Dad, for sharing your space and your
You're
time
welcome.
with us. I want to show you guys a little bit of his workshop. And it doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to pay for a little studio or anything like that. This is just an extra room in the house, right, Dad?
Correct. Yeah, it's just a room in the house that we really didn't have a use for. It could be somebody's study, an office. I think you might find in most houses, but in this house, I just
Right.
converted it into a craft room.
Yeah, and so you just have your workstation here,
It's messy.
computer. This is his little helper. Yep, that's Dad.
Christmas vacation.
Look, you guys, here it is all lit up. Is this not the coolest thing you've ever seen? One of a kind.